Hey guys, it's Kelly and Daniel from fitnessblender.com.
Today we're going to be talking about whether or not a 15-minute workout is enough to get you in shape and keep you there.
We get this question a lot because there are a lot of different programs out there that boast about the kinds of results that they can get you in less than 15 minutes a day. Our opinion on this subject is that while it's way better than nothing, no, it's really not ideal in terms of especially losing weight and getting in shape. In terms of maintenance, you may be able to coast for a while if you're already in this really kind of fit in terms of good endurance cardiovascularly and you've built a lot of lean muscle through strength training, then you may be able to coast by with that 15 minutes a day. But if you're trying to get fit or you're trying to lose weight, 15 minutes or less is just not going to create a significant calorie deficit, and it's not even really enough time to have a proper workout. If you are doing a warm-up and a cool-down like you should be, that leaves you with a whole 7 minutes or so to do a workout.
So let's say you throw caution to the wind and you completely cut out your warm-up and your cool-down, and that 15-minute workout is nothing but the most intense workout you can possibly get yourself through. Even in the best case scenario, you're looking at maybe being able to burn 200 calories, more like probably 120 calories in that 15 minutes. So if you're talking about an extra 100 calorie deficit for the whole course of a day, you're going to have to completely and totally scrimp on your diet to try to make any headway whatsoever if you're trying to lose weight. If you're just trying to maintain, you're still going to have to really watch what you eat, make sure you don't go over at all, because 120 calories goes by really quick. Yeah, it goes by really quick. So though a 15-minute workout, if you're being very, very strict on yourself diet-wise, could possibly keep you maintained for your weight, it's going to actually slowly degrade your overall physical ability because your body's just not going to be able to get enough out of a 15-minute workout to make any progress, and you're actually going to start losing a little bit of your endurance, a little bit of your strength, a little bit of your overall physical ability if you continue on a 15-minute regimen every single day. And most people, it's not going to be a 15-minute every day. It's more like 4 days out of the week if you're lucky.
And technically, it's recommended for good heart health that you get at least 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity every single day of the week. So you're not even meeting that criteria right there, which is, that's what it's all about, is health. And you're not meeting just that basic mile, that minimalistic mile marker. You're not hitting it. So that's kind of a warning sign. That's why, we have plenty of, 5, 10, 15-minute workout videos. That's why we recommend that if you're going to do that, you do multiple ones in a day. You could do one in the morning before you go to work. You could do one after school or after work or before you go to bed. Just adding it up so you're getting at least 30 minutes a day is a good idea.
Because actually putting those workouts together in like a 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 2 to 3 times during your day, you can actually burn more calories doing a workout that way than you can in a straight 30 or 45-minute routine. So the 15-minute workout is not without warrant. It's definitely a good idea if you're using it the right way. But if a 15-minute workout is all you're doing through the course of your day and you're not even doing it on a regular basis throughout the course of your week, right, it's never gonna be enough.
But it does have, I think, a 15-minute workout has a place in your week, too. That's not to say that, if you are, you do have those 45-minute, half an hour, hour-long workouts on, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, if it's either that or nothing, it's so much better than nothing, and it really counts. But it's just, for people to say that, just 15 minutes or less a day is going to get you, looking like this, that's crap. It's not, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, it's just not very realistic to set someone up to believe that little of effort is going to get you huge, significant results in, that little amount of time.
Yeah, it's basically just setting you up for failure.
Right.
Is basically what it is.
Or just really, really slow results, which, really, really slow results are actually perfectly fine. But if you do need to lose weight, Number one, you shouldn't necessarily be working at just like full-blown intensity. Like there may be some precautions you should take in terms of impact and how hard you're pushing yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. It's not, as a beginner, you shouldn't necessarily just charge forward and be pushing yourself 9 or 10 out of 10. There's nothing great about vomiting during a workout. You should not push yourself to that point.
That goes for advanced exercises as well. You want to have that component of the really, really intense workouts, what you can control, what you can actually force yourself to do. But at the same time, it's also a really good idea to have those really slow, really controlled motions that actually don't really burn a whole lot of calories, but do a whole lot for you in the sense of building overall body control, building overall balance, flexibility, core conditioning, that kind of thing. That they're not heavy hitters when it comes to calorie burn, but they're very important for overall physical ability and overall just ease of your day.
Just one more thing to address. There is such thing as an afterburn with high-intensity interval training.
The problem with the afterburn effect, though, is it actually increases the longer you work out in that kind of intensity. So a 15-minute workout causes such a small afterburn effect through the course of an entire day that it really doesn't do that much for you. You're talking about an extra maybe 20 to 50 calories for the full course of the rest of your day.
Which is relevant.
It is relevant, and it can be substantial.
In the long term, but it's also, again, 50 calories, that's half a banana at this point,
Yeah. Instead of 120 calories, you now have 170 calories.
So
Congratulations.
it just kind of puts you in a dangerous situation if you start really overestimating the afterburn, or you start overestimating the value of that very short, singular workout.
It is a very, very impressive extra burn that you get from it, but it is not impressive enough to the point where you can eat a steak dinner after doing a 15-minute workout.
So our point is, if you want to see results with less than 15 minutes a day, you are creating such a small caloric deficit with it that you're really going to have to change your eating habits to be eating very, very little. And I don't know about you guys, but we love to eat. We love food, and it doesn't work for us to have half a carrot and 3 almonds for lunch. So that's almost what you have to do if you're burning that few calories a day. And that's definitely not literal. I'm obviously exaggerating, but like I said, we don't want to go hungry. So if it means that we have to move around a little bit extra, that's something enjoyable for us. It's something that also contributes to the health of our bodies. And so it's a balance that we find we come out even.
It's part of the reason why we work out as hard as we do, is because we like to enjoy what we're eating. We want something that has some flavor to it, something that has some calorie content to it that is enjoyable to eat and not necessarily bad for us, but just tastier.
Right. And we like cheat meals. And if you're working out less than 15 minutes a day, a few times a week, and that's all you're doing, kiss your cheat meal goodbye. Sorry, you're not going to do that.
Your cheat meal is going to be some green tea and a banana.
Right.
So long story short, again, 15 minutes, though it does have its place in maybe a longer routine that does use other longer workouts through the course of your week. A 15-minute routine by itself, and that's the only thing you do throughout the course of your week, day in and day out, is not going to be enough to get you to the strength levels, the conditioning levels, the cardio levels, or the weight loss goals that you're trying to shoot for.
That's all for now. If you have a question you'd like us to answer in our next video, leave it in the comment section below.
And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
That's all for now. If you have a question you'd like to answer for us, come over. You can film in our garage. We're not going to pay you. We might cook you dinner. Probably not. That's all for now. Stop glaring at me, and I'll see you next time if Daniel doesn't bury me under the carrots in the backyard. That's where you should look for me if I go missing.
A regular routine.
What?
I don't know what that last part was.
I have this mystery hair.
Stop messing with your hair.
No,
Stop it.
I'm going to leave it out there. It's like a side mohawk. Wait, hold on.
If someone tells you all they use is 15 minutes a day, they're either starving themselves or lying to you.
Yeah. Stop picking your nose.
Sorry, I got it.
Stop picking your nose.
My nose.
It's against YouTube violations.
I'm not picking
to pick
it.
your nose.
I'm rubbing the
You can't do
outside of
that.
it.